Hello everyone, bonjour tout le monde. Welcome to EFA50, that's 50 on this Sunday, May 17th. Today I want to talk about ideology and ideologists. And when I want to talk about the ideologists, I'm talking about those that are governing the people's money, those that have earned. Those that have earned that are being governed by ideologists around the globe. And I'm talking, you start peeling back the globe, like peel it back, start peeling back the globe and start looking at different cities and different states and different provinces and different countries and et cetera, and you're going to see a lot of governance by ideologists. And this is what we're being herded into, and I've talked about this before, and when I look at what's going on globally, we cannot afford the money that is being spent right now on money that they had already spent to prepare us for, and now we're going to spend so much more of to protect us from something that hopefully we'll be prepared for, which most likely we won't, right? Because it'll be another strain of another something, right? So when you look at those countries that weren't governed, weren't governed by ideologists as much, are the countries that tend to have rolled faster into society without bringing any health concerns or augmentation of. Remember when I said this on previous EFAs, and you've heard it, everybody was essential, from your law enforcement, from your couriers, from your constructions, for industries and warehouses, it still was operational. Still operational, nothing stopped. And in all those, there was no big spike, was there? Look at it, go and look at all your research. All those industries that never stopped, that were people on people, feet upon institutions, etc. Globally, commonality. If you look at commonality, right? On average, there was no spike because there was measures and procedures and guidelines in place. People respected each other's time and space. It did not need ideology to tell us what to do. And I don't know how much more clearer that the world needs to tell you that. Those that were able to manage to run through society on it every single day I was somewhere. Every single day with those that are just like all of us that did the exact same thing every day, never stopped. We were all somewhere with someone, but we all practice our guidelines, hence why there was no spike if you look at it globally, right? So when you look at ideology, and I take the province of Ontario and Quebec, there's a river between us, and the cottagers, they could have opened the borders on Friday to tell them, cottagers from this province and that province, you can go and do your things. But no, they chose to do it on Monday for their medical reasons, for their law reasons, for their guideline reasons, etc. But one of the reasons they did not choose to do is for those that have earned their summer properties, which became from cottages to summer homes to retirement homes. I know a lot of individuals out there, whether for the private industry, whether for the government industry, with a combination of both, that have worked long years, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years of their life to have those cottages and those summer homes, and being told you can go there on Monday. God forbid if you go on Friday and you spend 3-4 days of the long weekend preparing and cleaning and ensuring that there's no leaks and there's no this and there's like all the stuff that needs to be done maintenance-wise when you own a property, right? God forbid if they were allowed to go and do that on Friday and spend the 4 days of their earned property. No, but because we have to, and again, what's the difference if they spent their weekend in their houses in Ottawa or their weekend in their house at the cottage, for example, with guidelines? What's the difference? Right? There is none. So that said, when you govern, you need to govern for those that have earned, for those that produce, for those that create. Okay? There are those that repeat conversations, and there are those that contribute to conversations. The same thing applies. When you govern, you need to govern to those that create the economy, that stimulate the economy, that have earned, that have produced, that have given, right? That's how you got to govern. And this is where, when you look at your governance around the world, and when you look at your globe, when you look at your political parties, and those that are in power, and those that are controlling you, your money, everything about you, like marionettes. Again, there's a quote that I've heard in the movie before: just because you don't see the strings doesn't mean that there isn't any, right? It's a great quote, isn't it? So when you're voting for your political parties, going forward, make sure that you that have earned, of all walks of life, if you believe that you have earned what you have, When you vote for your next political parties, make sure you vote for those that understand the value of money and respect the value of those that have earned. Jean-Guy Bourguignon, EFA50.